Okay, peace. I'm gonna try this again. I'm sorry it got interrupted when I tried to do it at first. Must be blue, must be blue, must be blue. Hey, I'm a rebel. Let them talk. All right, y'all. Happy full moon to everyone. Happy full moon. It's time to get manifesting. Let's get manifesting. Let's get some stuff done. Let's get some, introspect, go inside. Look at some things. This is a time to really be thinking about your future and plans that you have. And really specifically, depending on where the moon is, which is the full moon is in Virgo. So it kind of gives you an idea of how to focus your energy. That's basically what this time does. It's a great time to be thinking about how exactly to focus your energy, especially in a sign like Virgo, which is a sign that is very organized and very analytical. And Virgo wants to dot the I's and cross the T's and make sure I get this done, make sure I get that done. It has to look like this. Virgo is huge on appearances. Virgo wants things to look a certain way. But what's really funny is that this full moon is actually called the worm moon, and this is in the Farmer's Almanac. Okay, because again, astrology is used by and has been used by agriculturalists for the dawn of time. So they actually use astrology to denote when to plant, when to harvest, when to do this, when to do that, when should I burn the crops, burn the fields, and all that kind of stuff is tied into astrology. So this moon is called the worm moon, but it's in Virgo, which is really interesting because it's quite interesting because of the dichotomy and the difference. It's really ironic because when you think Virgo, you don't think of worms because of the fact that Virgo is so analytical and Virgo is so big on appearance and things, being neat and tidy. But worms are little, dirty little creatures that crawl around in the dirt. So what is the significance? Let's get into it. So the full moon is in Virgo in the 11th house, and that's the house of friendships, organizations, partnerships, community, and humanitarian causes. Also, immediate results that come from your career. So tying that into the fact that Venus is retrograde right now, which means it's moving backwards. So tying that into that Venus retrograde, and also Virgo is ruled by Venus. So tying that into what you may be feeling right now, and not just you, but I've been feeling as well. You may not be feeling as you've been getting what you deserve as far as for the labor that you do, as far as what maybe it's financial, or maybe it's just not you don't feel as fulfilled. So it doesn't have to necessarily mean just finances. Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's just you're not feeling as fulfilled as you used to in whatever your career is right now. So that's that Venus retrograde moving backwards, so causing a lot of discomfort, causing a lot of, questioning. But again, like I was putting it out to encourage people last night, when you go through Venus, when you're going through these retrograde periods, just be encouraged because of the fact that it's here for a purpose. Even the retrograde, even when the planets are moving backwards, it's for a purpose. And the purpose is, drum roll please, to get you to pay attention to those things, the things that are making you uncomfortable, instead of you wanting to kind of glaze over them. Put a little bit of, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of, you know, sugar on top of it to make it look better or to feel better. So with the full moon being in Virgo in the 11th house, what does that mean? What does that mean? What should I be thinking about? What should I be concentrating on? Let me turn this down just a little bit. Definitely this is a time to be rethinking about your involvement in collaborative efforts. Whether it be if you're in business, other businesses that you may be attached to outside of your own brand. Maybe if you're collaborating, really looking at what you're gaining from that collaborative effort. If you haven't been feeling as fulfilled in that collaboration, Venus retrograde is only making that feeling even worse. It's only amplifying that feeling of, I don't feel fulfilled, or I don't feel like I'm getting everything that I'm putting into it. I don't feel like I'm getting it out in exchange for all the energy that I've put into it. So this is a time for you to go ahead, and when we say set intentions, that just means that from here on out, this is what I'm going to do. From here on out, this is how I'm going to handle this situation. From here on out, this is how I'm going to approach this collaborative effort. So maybe you haven't been collaborating. Maybe you're the person that hasn't been collaborating as much, and you want to start to collaborate. So this is a good time for you to go ahead and set your intentions and think about what you want to do. Who do you want to work with? Who do you want to build with? Who do you want to, maybe share a table, if you're a crafter, sharing a table with another crafter to split the cost of whatever the fees are to get your line out there, your brand out there. If you're, whatever type of businesses that you have, this is a time to be thinking about collaborative efforts. Again, collaborative efforts that are mutually beneficial. And if those collaborative efforts have not been, if you've already been doing collaborative efforts and they have not been mutually beneficial, now's the time to set your intentions to say, I am no longer going to affiliate myself with that. I'm no longer going to affiliate or put my energy into that project, or I'm not going to work with this person, or I'm not going to work with that business, or I'm not going to do this again because I learned from this, or I learned from that, or I took from this, or I feel this way. Even if nothing necessarily negative has happened, but maybe you just don't feel appreciated. So if you're, and then this goes into not just business, but I mean, even with work, your 9-to-5 job. If you've been unhappy, if you don't feel that you've been, whatever it is that you've been putting in, if you don't feel like you've been getting it back, what are you going to do about it? Full moon time is the time to ask those questions. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to just complain, or are you going to take action? And that's what this is about. This is about taking action. So, and then full moon in Virgo. And I want to just talk about, juxtapose Virgo with this worm moon. This is in the Farmer's Almanac. You can look it up. This is the worm moon. So with agriculture, it's I found something online that I want to read really quick. So what's in the name? Being that it's March, it's the time of year when winter's frozen ground starts to soften and earthworms begin to emerge. So basically, this is the time of year where, that's why it got the name the worm moon, because of the fact that this is the time of year that the earthworms start to move around and really kind of cultivate the soil, which is where the name worm moon comes from. So with that being, just think about that in a sense of cultivating the soil. The universe has softened up the soil of basically allowing you to be able to kind of move around a little bit more as far as in collaborative efforts with other people that can benefit you. So now's a good time to start moving around and get the dirty work done, the grunt work, the things that maybe you've been avoiding doing because you didn't feel like doing them, or because of the fact maybe you didn't have the energy, or maybe you didn't have the insight to go ahead and jump on top of it. Now's a good time to go ahead and do that. So Virgo is giving you the green light to go ahead and get organized. Get organized and get ready to do the grunt work. Get ready to do the grunt work to build those relationships and to show people that they can trust you as far as in the collaboration. Because in a collaboration, it's not just, you being a strong team. I'm a strong player. You know what I'm saying? But what about the team? You know what I'm saying? I can be a strong player, but at the same time, if we're talking collaboration, I have to take into consideration everybody's best interest, So just doing the grunt work, working on yourself, working on your business, your product, working on being a better employee at your job. Or if you know you've been slacking, just setting your intention to get to work on time, or setting your intention to do whatever. That's something that I have to set mine for, is, making sure I'm on time, making sure everything that the promises that I made in the beginning of the agreement, that I'm still following through with those. So doing the grunt work to make sure that I am upholding my promise to the team. So during this time, be thinking about those things. Be thinking about those things. So it's not just about who is keeping their promise to me on my team of friends, or my team of people in my immediate circle. But what about you? Are you keeping your promise and keeping your, whatever agreement when you started, whatever contract it is, whatever task or whatever you started, project, job, whatever? Are you making sure that you're on top of your end of the bargain? So, yes, and then with that, that's going to usher in those immediate results, because that's one of the things that we're going to affirm tonight is immediate results from your career, from your business. We want to see immediate change. We want to see immediate, because what we're going to do is that we're going to work on us. We're going to fix those things that we have been falling short of in our collaborative effort, things that we haven't been, on top of, things that we know we have been slacking on. We're going to fix those. And in turn, what we're putting out into the universe is that the universe is going to respond by granting us those immediate results to come from our career. Whether they be financial results, whether they be promotional results, whether they be, opening up new doors, or networking, and maybe someone seeing how hard of a worker that you are, or how creative you are, and wanting to pull you on board to do this or do that and do, so promotion or whatever. So let's start with some affirmations. The affirmations I want to give you guys tonight. The first one: I will reap immediate rewards of my labor. I will reap the immediate rewards of my labor. I will reap the immediate rewards of my labor. Ashe. Affirmation number 1. Affirmation number 2. I will cultivate mutually beneficial relationships/partnerships with others. I will cultivate mutually beneficial relationships/partnerships with others. One last time. I will cultivate mutually beneficial relationships/partnerships with others. Ashe. Number 3 affirmation. I will let go of relationships/partnerships that I receive no reward, little to no rewards for my energy and contribution. I will let go of relationships/partnerships that I receive little to no reward for my energy and contribution. I will let go of relationships/partnerships that I receive little to no reward for my energy and contribution. Ashe. Next, I am grateful. I am grateful for my community and my support system. I am grateful for my community and my support system. I am grateful for my community and my support system, Ashe. Next, I am not in this fight alone. I am not in this fight alone. I am not in this fight alone, Ashe. Next, I will focus on becoming better organized in collaborative projects and efforts. I will focus on becoming better organized in collaborative projects and efforts. I will focus on becoming better organized in collaborative partnerships, projects, and efforts. Ashe. Next, I will be open to collaboration with others who value my contributions. I will be open to collaborations with others who value my contributions. I will be open to collaboration with others who value my contributions. Ashe. Next, I am a change agent working towards the upliftment of causes that affect us all. I am a change agent working towards the upliftment of causes that affect us all. I am a change agent working towards the upliftment of causes that affect us all. Ashe. And last, the last affirmation that I have tonight for the full moon is I am a light and I am a voice, and I have a voice, I'm sorry. I am a light and I have a voice. I am a light and I have a voice. Ashe. So these are some affirmations. You can come up with your own. You can create your own. But this is the energy of this full moon in Virgo. The full worm moon. Remember the worms. The snow has melted and it's softened the earth. And now we begin to see the earthworms doing their job. Going in and cultivating the soil and getting it ready for the next planting season. So this is a time for you to go ahead and be thinking about that. And then with this 11th house placement of the full moon, that's partnerships, that's collaboration, that is friends, that's the house of friends. So really be looking at, and then with Venus being retrograde, it may bring kind of tumultuous situations sometimes up to the surface, but it's not to destroy you. It's just to get you to take a better look at those it's just to get you to take a deeper look at those friendships and relationships and reevaluate everything. This is a reevaluation time. So use this energy to get that done. And you guys have a great, great, great evening. All right. Peace.